Hey guys, Stephanie here. So in this video, I am going to be doing some inky painty tip-ins and maybe some stuff for ephemera. So this is kind of a second part to a previous video, which I will link. The first one is about inky painty journal pages for backgrounds, just sort of creating your own vibrant, cool, sort of whimsical backgrounds for your different journals. And then this is just sort of the follow-up to that. I did some of that in that video, but this is going to probably be a separate video. So I just want to go ahead and show you what I've been doing with that. Okay, so I started with some project life cards and some index cards and some other stuff. All right, so I will go ahead and let's go ahead and get started. So with this one, I'm going to use some of the Salty Ocean and the, what does that have? The Rusty Hinge. I've used this on all, different ones I've been working on here. So I'm just going to go ahead and spray that. And then I'm just going to dip it in there. You can either dip it or you can smack and drag it. It's up to you. You can try to get more ink on them or whatever you want. I think it looks really cool like this. This was just to start with, just some watercolor paint. And now I'm just dipping it in the ink. Look at that. That's so pretty. Look at how cool that is. Such a cool background. Right? And then you could just dip, one of these in there, the small one. And you can have a number of these for your arsenal, So, kind of cool colors. And then you can just wipe it up like that if you want it. Look at that. Very cool. Look. Awesome. Right? So cool. I love that. Love. And then, of course, once it dries, you can always layer it with yet another color if you wanted to. You can put as many colors on here as you want to. There's no rule for that. I guess. Just let it dry because it will look like mud if it's not dry. Don't ask me how I know that. Okay, so I laid down some other colors. This here is black soot. I was sitting here just playing with colors, and I thought, well, you know what? Maybe I should show this. Just to see how it comes out, right? So this is black soot on it in just a dollar store index card, right? And I did add some black soot to that. Look how cool that looks, right? Very cool. And then I added some to this as well. So cool, right? So this one is fossilized amber. These are oxides, not the inks, because the inks don't move. The oxides do when you spray them with water. This one is crackling campfire. Okay. And then this one is Rusty Hinge. That's this one. Okay. So yeah, fossilized amber. These three right here. Okay. Those three right there. Now, let's move these aside here. I love using these oxides. They're fabulous. They make your projects look so cool. So, I pushed it down just a little bit, y'all. Sorry about that. Here, I'll put them up here so we can see them. The three I'm using. Get those out of the way. And I'm just going to spray them just like that. And I'm going to take my card and just dip it. Dip it and dip it and dip it. Dip it and dip it. Dip it. And of course, when that dries, you can add more to it. But I love the way that looks. So I'm going to take this one and just dip it in here just a little bit. You can take your different cards or whatever, your ephemera, whatever you want to do, and dip it. I like that on this one. So you can always do that. That looks cool. I don't want too much yellow on this piece, but I think it looks really cool. Like, let's see. Let's do that one. Love. All right. Let's do a little. There you go. Have a little something going on with that. And you have a few different colors going on. Very cool. That's so cool. Such cool, unique backgrounds, right? And just take a clean one, whatever paper you're using, and then just put the rest on another card or another piece of ephemera or mail or whatever it is you want to use. You can do this with any paper, So it's really just up to you what you want. I'm using these cards because I have so many of them and I wanted to use them up. And they're easy to put in journals and stuff like that. They're easy to collage on and things like that. So I'm just wiping look at that. Just wiping it up with that. Right? So that's what we just did. Very cool. All right. All right. So we're going to use some of our cards that we did some of the watercolors on. They're dry. And then we're just going to smack and drag that. Just smack and drag it through the through the ink. I was saying I do this with my gel prints as well. Once the gel print dries, I do pretty much the same thing, you know. Just wipe it up like that. Look at that. Like almost like coffee stained and tea stained, kind of. That's so pretty. So pretty. Love. And get up all that ink, guys. Look at that. Oh, such aged and vintage looking stuff. So cool. So we have some little bits of tip ends and ephemeras for our journals here. Okay. So I'm going to put down a little bit more and do a few more of these. And then I'm going to start doing add some sprays too. So that's what we're going to do. So these are going to be probably for some of my vintage stuff, because I'm putting I'm making a little bit of for everything. So usually what I do is once I'm doing this, I make it for the whatever journal I'm working on, but I also make additional pieces for other journals as well. So that way I'll have some to work with already kind of on hand, you know. So like I'll have my whimsical bright colors, you know, then I'll have some of these colors for my vintage kind of stuff. And then I'll have some metallic, cool, you know, funky colors for some other journals. So I like to that's how I like to work, you know, just sit and make a bunch, you know, and see what happens. Okay, guys, so I'm going to show you the previous cards that I did. I did these back in a I did them off camera, but I showed them in a live stream before. And I thought they were kind of done. And I thought, well, I think they have enough stuff on them because they have stamps on them. I inked them. I did a bunch of stuff to them. But then I'm sitting here playing with my dilution sprays. And I love it. So I just put some extra little sprays on there. Look at that. That's very cool. That's this one. This one is vibrant turquoise. I love that. So I added just a little bit of ink to these as well. So that's, you know, something you could also do on top of something you already made. You could just, you know, spray some ink down and just dip it in the ink. So, of course, you see these have been stamped already. I stamped on them, did a bunch of stuff to them, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to add a few more things to these. I love how they came out because I'm just going to take them and tip them in the journal. And then, of course, if you wanted, like I said, if you wanted to add something to the back of this, you could. All right. So I have these, and I love these, but I think they could use a little something extra. So I like these two colors. This one is called Rose Quartz, and then this one is called Desert Sand. So I'm going to use those two. I have more colors, but these, the ones I pulled out. So all I'm going to do the same thing as that I did with the oxides, which was, you know, put the oxides down and sprayed them with water and just dipped it in the mat. So I'm just going to use these, shake them up a little bit. I'm going to spray them down. See, that's kind of bright. This one is called Rose Quartz. And I think I'm going to just put a little water on it, just a little bit, just so it'll move. And I'm going to take probably this one, although I do like this one too. We'll see. I want a little bit of pink on this. Oh, that's so cool. So see how it's nice and vibrant now? All those pretty layers, just beautiful, beautiful layers. Beautiful inky backgrounds, beautiful layers. So cool. Look at that. That's so cool. So I love that. I'm going to add just some ink to these. I love that. Inky, love beautiful inky backgrounds. That's why I love doing jelly prints. I love doing this. I love doing all that because you can create your own backgrounds and make it look really, really cool. So I'm going to add some of that. And I'm going to see what looks good with what here. Let me see. This one already has a little brown in it. So I'm just going to dip it. Oh, that looks cool. And these are actually like watercolor cards. Some of them I did with Project Life cards, and some of them I did with like actual watercolor cards. So these are a little bit heavier and they take a lot more stuff because they're designed for that. Look at that. That's so cool. Like so cool. Oh, I love that. Ugh, I love. Here, let's do this one too. All right. Look, love. We love. Here, let's just go for it. Have fun. So cool. So you can, you know, do a bunch of stuff with these. I love making these. I like have them, a whole stack of them, so I can just pull them out and I can stamp on them and write on them or do whatever I want to them. You know, you can write on them with a like I said, a paint over pen, an acrylic paint pen, or you know, there are certain pens that are designed to write over ink and paint and things like that, and I have a lot of those. So, but that's very cool, right? Oh, I love this color. Let me see. What if we mix the two together? Let's see. Let's see. And then of course I have a blank one over here that I can dip in too. See, I have a blank one. You know what? I do want to dip this one in just to see. Oh, look at that. And it already has acrylic little dots on it, so you know those don't move, so they're gonna look, that looks so cool. Oh my god. Right? And I saved them. I kept looking at them like, oh, do I need to add more stuff to these? You know, that's what I'm gonna do. Sorry if I'm repeating myself in this video, but you know, I kind of filmed them like consecutively, so yeah. I know, I love these. Ooh, let's have some more of this and some more of that's the desert sand, and like I said, the rose quartz, my two favorite colors. And I'm going to put just a little bit of water in there. All right. Oh, wow. Look at that. And then you can let it run, you know, or you can, you know, blot it with a napkin if you want it. Oh, that's so cool. And I just want it just to touch it just a little bit, to have just a little of that on there. You know. Oh, so cool. Yeah, look at that. Inky and Painty. We love. We love, we love, we love. We love. And then here's a cool one. This is, well, this one's called Pure Sunshine. Oh, that's kind of bright, y'all. It's a little bright. Some of the Dilutions ones are really bright. So if you don't like bright colors, then yeah. Oh, but they still look so cool. It has just a hint of, you know, like yellow. Look at that. So unique and beautiful. I am in love. In love. Here. I love. This one has yellow on it, so that'll work out just fine. Right? Look at that. Oh, love. This one does too. And you can tip these into anything. You can make these for backgrounds for ephemera, for postcards, whatever you want to do. I love these. Oh my God, look at how pretty. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Don't we love? We love. Yes, we love. Okay, guys, so I think that's it for this video. I don't want the video to be too long, so I'm going to stop here. So now we did the inky, you know, backgrounds and everything. And as we go along, I will show you how I use them in journals and different things like that. Okay. So for now, this is what they look like. You know, the different ones that we did. Really pretty. I'm going to ink these some more, obviously. They're still drying a little bit. And you see they're kind of wrinkly. So like I say, you can take them and stack them and stick them under some books or something heavy. And they'll, you know, that's what I did to these. And they kind of flatten themselves out. So yeah, I'm going to end this here. So stay tuned to the channel. Make sure you hit like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you'll be notified when the next video comes out. That way you can check out, you know, what I'm doing, what I have going on, you know, what's happening. Okay. And if you have any questions or comments, leave them below and I'll answer them and get back to you. Then definitely check out all the links down in the description box and the links to my Etsy shops and to some of the other videos that I have on my channel as well. Okay. All right, guys. I thank you guys for watching and I will catch you in the next one. Ciao.